August 14th, 2015, and I found my way to the start of the Fat Dog 120 race. To be honest, I've only ran more than 25 kilometers about 4 times in my life. This is a bit ridiculous, but I'm gonna give it a shot, see how it goes, see how far I get. Well, about 5 kilometers in. Feel a lot better now knowing there's only 189 kilometers left. 188. Starting to break into the alpine. So far I've found that it's ridiculously hard to keep your heart rate below 140, which was my kind of strategy for the first climb. I'm actually surprised that not more people are doing the same thing. I think I'm in about 8th place from the back, so 217 overall, which I'm okay with. I definitely don't feel like I'm exerting myself, which hopefully will pay off later. But starting to enjoy the views. Just past 1 o'clock, just past Cathedral Lakes aid station. I think it's about 12 or 13 kilometers in. And just finishing up the first big climb of the course. Still feeling good. Just I actually really want to go faster, but following the heart rate telling me I'm already going too fast, so it's getting pretty scenic. I guess videos might not look as good portrait, so I'll go horizontal. Anyway, I really appreciated all the other Fat Dog videos online. Probably watched each of them like twice. So who knows, maybe this will be another Fat Dog video at the end of the day. Or 2 days. Now we're at 1,800 meters descending to Ashenola River Road. It's kind of a interesting forest. Looks like it's all killed by pine beetles, and still feeling good. Kind of like the downhills. I feel like, I don't know, I wouldn't say I have a forte, but I feel like I can run them pretty well. Seem to be catching up to a lot of people. I think I am 27th from the back now, plus or minus, which is I don't know, good. Top 200. All right. Well, passed through Ashenola at about 310 or so. Now we're heading up the next hill. Some ominous sounding thunder and the odd flash of lightning. This doesn't seem like a great idea to go up to 2,200 meters or whatever it is, especially with some little mini lightning rods. So, a little apprehensive, but just go on probability, I guess. This is pretty much awesome. It's 5:30 p.m. It's been pretty much raining with looming thunder and since the last update. Trails like swamp water, but that's okay. I can handle the rain. The lightning and the thunder that still kind of gives me pause. I'm glad we're not super exposed though, so against my better judgment, I took the camera out here, show you kind of what we're dealing with. I'm behind a tree, a little bit sheltered, but it's interesting. It's probably worth $225 just for doing this.
dare say the worst of the weather is behind me. It's not really raining anymore. Haven't heard any thunder for a while, and starting to warm up, getting down in elevation. So that's good. And a little sketch up there for a bit. Still feeling pretty good. The main strategy was to feel good so that I start up on a VA. And then after that, it's basically a mail-in. Well, I've done that stretch before, so I have a bit of a psychological edge there through the night. And then in the morning, got my pacers lined up, ready to go. So just gotta keep enough energy and good spirits to get up Bon Iver, and then we should be set. Do I look at the trail and see where I'm running, or do I look at the stop button? Well, this might be the last vantage point I have before nightfall. I think I'm just shy of calcite, maybe another mile. Still feeling good, so that's good. So this is another fun adventure here at Fat Dog. It's a creek crossing with current, and we get to do it at night because we're slow. Well, the last 7K it took a while. We got turned around a couple times, missed the flagging. Anyway, good times. And we're at an aid station. Hello. So it's, I don't even know what time. 2:15 a.m. I left, let's see. It's the last video. The 7 kilometers from Calcite down to Pasayten River they seemed really long because I don't know, I guess I thought it was going to be 7 kilometers of downhill, but it was 7 kilometers of getting lost and missing flagging and sliding down really slippery mud banks. That was fun. Even with 2 poles, I landed on my ass twice. Anyway, got to sit in a really cool hot tub at somebody Duff's cabin by Pasayten River. That was neat. It's like a wood-fired hot tub. Made the trek along the highway to Bon Iver. Felt pretty good still. And had some broth with noodles, a couple bites of quesadilla, and some avocado. Changed my socks, got my overnight gear, and about 20 minutes up the logging road I started to get a hot spot in one of my heels, probably from the new socks, the dry socks, I don't know. So that was kind of annoying. Got some skin glide and duct tape on it now. It's not painful by any means, so that's good. I think I arrested it. And shortly after that, things kind of hit the fan. As soon as I got to the Bon Iver Trail, everything I ate at Bon Iver came back up after a few minutes of trying to hold it down. So it was a bit of a low point. I was kind of worried that I might not recover, or might not lose the nausea feeling. But after getting it all out, I think few ginger minutes later and it seemed to be okay. So I tried a gel and that stuck. I tried some of my magic powder drink and that stuck. So I think it was just the solid foods. Lesson learned there. And I guess since then I've been feeling decent. I lost probably I don't know, I was sitting there for like half an hour, 45 minutes. But since then I felt pretty decent. I was able to run the mini downhill section on the halfway up Bonnevier. And now I'm trucking on upwards, feeling pretty good. Warm, comfortable, sipping on my magic powder drink. So that's good. Hopefully that dark moment's behind me. I seem to be losing an hour on my projected times kind of every leg, which is a bit concerning. I was hoping to have enough slack that I could plan on slowing down, or maybe even sleeping at some point. I can't remember when the cutoffs are, but not much I can do but just keep going. I think we're probably about furthest I've ever quote unquote run in my life, so we're not even halfway there. Not even really close to halfway there, but a little bit petrifying. But fortunately, my legs still feel great. It's just managing the stomach and starting to get lonely. I haven't seen anybody since, well, it's pretty much this whole leg, even with that half-hour stop. No one caught up to me, so I might very well be sweeping the whole trail here. Good morning. It is now 5:40. Still at 1900 meters. Just about to drop down to Nickaman Lake, which is officially the halfway point, kind of. Which is terrifying and awesome at the same time. I'm telling myself the second half is easier because there's not as much total elevation gain. So if I get there in another 45 minutes, that should be 5:45, which means I'm working within the 48-hour window. 4 hours to spare. Well, 8 I guess if you double it. So maybe tracking for 42 hours. I've been feeling pretty good, I must say. I've been passing a few people. I'm just walking, but I guess after 20 hours, even that's a little bit of a feat. So. But yeah, I passed through Heather at 3:45. I had 2 tasty quesadillas. I grabbed one and I started leaving, and then I took a bite and it was so good that I went back for another one. And my tummy's been happy with them. So that was pretty awesome. And I've been sipping my magic powder again, which is Hammer Perpetuum. So far I'm pretty pleased with how it's working. I seem to have pretty constant energy burn and I'm really lacking. I even tried to jog a bit, but kind of too technical of a trail for the light. Now that it's day, might be able to open it up a bit. Bottoms of my feet are pretty tender from being waterlogged and whatnot, but I think I'll have to just grow numb to that. And that's the update for now.
Oh, no, fill up a bottle of water.
All right, see you later, Bacon Station, Nickerman. Thanks, guys.
Have a good one. See you soon.
Hey, 8:56 in the morning, down to 1,100 meters. Been cruising along pretty good downhill. Able to jog most of it. I just drank a little too much in the last 5 minutes, so just going slowly now to let the stomach settle. What can I say? We're over halfway. Probably coming close to 100 kilometers. So that's pretty exciting. And just trugging along, put on some tunes, listen to some trance, Duran, and it seems to be fitting the mood. I was planning on using Strava as my GPS, which worked on the same trail 3 weeks ago, but I haven't been able to get it to work the entire race here, so on either of my phones, so I'm basically just going blind. I don't know how far I am or how far to go. Just keep marching. Hey, just left Swallow. Dad is pacing me now. 3.5 hours to Sawada. Well, it's crunch time. We're plotting up skyline. 11:46 p.m. on night 2. Didn't get a chance to sleep today. I think about after mile 90, might have done, or maybe 85, might have done too much running, and shins really started seizing up, shin splints. Not to mention the bottom of my feet are pretty tender since, I don't know, well, 60. Just relentless forward progress. Well, this is quite possibly the hardest thing I've ever done. We just passed Camp Mowich. It's 3 o'clock. It's pretty hard not to fall asleep. It's pretty hard to keep marching forward. Pretty hard to go downhill. It's pretty hard to go up hills. My pacer Kurt's doing an awesome job. He's hello. Can I get a whoop whoop? Whoop whoop! Final couple kilometers.
Almost went the wrong way.
Think so? The wrong train.
How you feeling, Mr. Cave?
Pretty beat up.
You know what Graham Perkins would do down here.
Turn around. Go back. Well, it almost killed me a couple times. But Kurt got me here. A couple hours to spare. Actually, just one
And a half.
and a half.
K28. Smell that bacon and eggs yet?
I do. I'm probably just gonna collapse and go to sleep. So go get a blanket.
Dead. What's up, bud?
Get me here. Here's my crew, mom and dad. Pacer at the end, Kurt. The one basically responsible for navigating and getting me here.
I said to Katie, I have a lot of
And
confidence
we
in
wrapped
Kurt
it up,
to
and
know
it
the
is
trails.
46:29
At one
or
point,
so.
everyone freaked out.
Lots of time to spare.
I haven't seen a trail marker in forever. Those are